Hello Pisces, and welcome to your weekly intuitive reading. I hope that you are doing well. I took a week off from the weekly zodiacs to travel out west to Arizona and visited Sedona, where I purchased a new deck, the Shamanic Healing Oracle cards. We're going to start off your reading with these cards. And we just passed through the new moon in Gemini, which really highlighted to each and every one of us the duality within us, the Jekyll and Hyde of ourselves, amongst many, many other things. We also, Saturn, who's in Pisces, in your sign, stationed retrograde. So that's a little dualistic within itself. Saturn is the energy of structure, discipline, rules, mostly universal laws, not man-made laws. But Saturn is can feel restrictive, but a lot of times Saturn is the father time. But Pisces energy wants to be free, wants to be fluid and flowing, very spiritual. So it's highlighting areas in our lives that we are responsible for ourselves, our responsibilities, and our discipline. It's showing us, did we make the right choices, or were we still operating on more of a robotic, programmed, conditioned, mind-based thinking, and ended up boxing ourselves back into another situation or scenario where we don't feel free or fluid. A lot of other energies going on. Pluto still squaring the North and South Node, which are coming close to changing signs, so that energy gets a little more intensified. What we may be finding out are skipped steps, mostly in relationships, but this can be any aspect of your life depending on your birth chart. Certain things that we either ended abruptly or ran away from because it was no longer satisfying, or actually was painful, but there were deep, important lessons there for us to learn, integrate, and carry forward. And instead, when we skip those steps, we end up, when the cycle comes back around, we end up repeating things, either with new people, new situations, but it is the same energy. So you may be experiencing some of that as well. So Pisces, this is a message for you, sun, moon, or rising. And take what resonates for you. These are general messages. So if it's not resonating for you, check with your moon sign, your rising sign, check with any of the other zodiac that are up that may be speaking to you through the title, or intuitively saying, this sounds like it's for me. And of course, I am now open again for personal readings. So if you would like a personal one-on-one reading with me, you can book that through my website, which is BeTheChange333.com. The information is also in the description box below this video, as well as my social media sites that you may want to start to follow. So I do post things on mostly Facebook, Instagram. I don't know why, for whatever reason, it's not quite my jam. But sometimes I do dabble within that as well. So, Pisces, let's get into it. Let's start off with some oracle cards for you to see what the messages are for you this week for Pisces. Okay. Well, the guides are not dilly-dallying around. We have self-love and duality. Exactly what I was just talking about, the Jekyll and Hyde within us, and the negative self-talk, the self-defeating, self-sabotaging ways that we actually treat ourselves and look at ourselves in a negative light, nitpick even about maybe there's body dysmorphia just came to my mind for some, or just whatever the duality the black and white thinking. This requires a lot of self-love and compassion and forgiveness. This new moon in Gemini that we just had is extremely powerful. We have unlimited possibilities. And at the bottom, we have retreat. So you may be feeling, maybe you're taking a vacation or some time to yourself to practice self-care, self-love, which if you're not, this card is saying, maybe it's time, Pisces, right? Unlimited possibilities. This is something that innately deep inside, we all know. We have an inner knowing, but then there are stories, there are experiences that we've had in the past that limit us. Saturn, limits, boundaries, blocks. Interesting. Okay, we're going to keep diving deeper into this for you, Pisces. We're going to start off with some tarot. Okay, we're going with the witches. For Pisces, start off with duality. Today, as I'm reading this, I just flew in from Arizona yesterday, so I'm on some jet lag already with a 3-hour difference in the time zones, but we had an X class. We've had some pretty big solar flares today as I'm reading this, and we were hit with an X class flare earlier this afternoon, which really was powerful. And it somebody had commented on my Facebook, and I thought it was so perfect because it was exactly how I was feeling. They said, I feel like I took 2 Benadryl, and I didn't, but it was like that sensation of just groggy, tired. Yeah, energetically we are being pulled. Yesterday my energy was like through the roof, and I had barely any sleep. Today is like, ugh. And I know that also the jet lag is real, but other people that I was talking to and encountering today were also feeling the same grogginess. Okay, duality. Ooh, everything is fine. Look at that, Pisces. It looks like you're bringing something to an ending as far as your mindset, the way that you talk, the way that you negative self-talk. You know, on the outside, you're like, I'm fine, everything's fine. Internally, you're just like, ah. But this is coming to an end. The duality within you. Of course, we're always going to have duality, but you're really getting to see a part of yourself that is not very nice to yourself, or maybe not nice to others when you're feeling that energy. A lot of these things have come out for us to witness within ourselves through that new moon energy. And it's still active. It's still active until the full moon. So we have 2 weeks of this energy. There's also communications involved with Gemini. The way we communicate, the way we express ourselves, and the dualistic nature of that. Exactly. The cards are now coming out as I'm channeling. Self-love. Self-love. You're getting it. You're like, I get it. I see it. I see the sign. I get the message. Thank you, universe. I'm no longer going to play in this arena of strong, opinionated people and like this conflict between others, on the battlefield with others, like pulling yourself away from that type of dynamic and really no longer being active in these sorts of situations. You get it now. You see the signs, and that is in itself self-love. I'm no longer going to be with these judgmental. I'm not going to be a part of this because it actually is starting to take its toll on me and others, and I don't want to project that energy out there into the field. All right, let's go into unlimited possibilities for Pisces, please. All right, Knight of Swords in reverse, 7 of Swords in reverse at the bottom. When it's in reverse, it's really telling me that you have not been doing yourself any favors or justice in the way that you're thinking of potentials for yourself or for others. Upright, it's swift, fast moving, sharp thinking. Oh, I get it, I get it, I get it. And anything is possible. Now, in reverse, this is more like you're kind of in line with these opinionated people, judgmental people. And this could even be the duality within yourself. So try to get out of that mindset, because there are infinite number of possibilities and potentials always. It's up to us, our beliefs, our thoughts, our energy, as to whether we're going to actually attract and manifest some of those possibilities, or are you going to stay small and contained as you have been. Seven of Swords in reverse. This is, you know, the need to be right, regardless. When it's in reverse, Eight of Pentacles in reverse also. It is important that you take time to retreat. I feel like you may have had some heavy duty challenge that crept up for you that really drained you of your energy, and you know, getting to see a side of yourself that you don't want to admit you is a part of you. But we do have all aspects of each other and all the zodiac and the duality within. So it's a matter of acceptance, like, yeah, I did that, or I said that, or I played that part, but truly I see myself now, and I do not want to be that way anymore. I don't want to think this way anymore. This is from the past. This is South Node Scorpio. This is past mentality. Get a little clarification on these messages for you, Pisces. And there's been a lot of interesting energetics going on throughout the universe lately, especially as I was away. I was feeling them, but I was in my own little spiritual bubble, because Sedona is a very energetic and spiritual vortex, multiple vortexes there. Coming home, though, I'm feeling collective energy, and I'm understanding the astrology and what is going on here. We've had so many things just go completely haywire and berserk, energetically speaking. So understand that there's been a lot of trickster energy meant to really captivate us and then draw out aspects of ourselves that were hiding in the shadows. They're no longer hiding, and it's time to acknowledge them and accept them, but not, we have the ability then to transmute or change that within ourselves, which ends up changing a lot more than you can imagine. Brings up a lot of unlimited possibilities. Communication, duality. So there's definitely something that you're strongly feeling like, I've got to say something or do something fast. This is in the realm of duality. This may be trying to course correct something that was said or done previously. Definitely has to do with your close people to you, people that you feel closest to. Maybe there have been some conflicts, some fights, some battles, and usually it's our family and friends and those of us that we're closest to who can really pull out those shadow aspects of ourselves for us to truly witness and see and make a decision whether we want to change that or not. Are we going to go with the way we always have in the past, linked to fear, anger, denial, or are we going to go with love, compassion, self-love? That card wanted to come out in reverse. It kind of came out sideways. So that's telling me that there definitely has been some kind of something has been rocking your boat in the relationship sector here. And we have the World in reverse. So as the cycles are coming to a close, when we're not on board with what it is we truly desire and truly understanding that there are unlimited possibilities there, we are not closing the cycle. We're going to decide, I'm going to ride this karmic wheel one more time. I haven't fully gotten that lesson. So understand, the doors are, it's still open for change and possibility, but you know, that the window gets smaller and smaller and smaller. We're moving into the solstice energy tomorrow, actually, as I'm doing this reading. So we're coming into more of a balance energetically on the planet. Bottom of the deck has the Four of Cups. So there's regrets. There's definitely regrets, and maybe feeling a little jaded or just over it, and you're not, the universe is offering you something that would satisfy your emotion right now, but you're not seeing it, you're not taking it, you're not budging. It's a little bit of stubborn energy there. The roles could be reversed here. It could be somebody else you're working with, but understand that we are always working with the law of mirrors when we are in relationship to others. So aspects that other people show us that mostly aggravate and annoy us are aspects that we carry within our shadow, our blind spots ourselves. So pay attention to that and try to get out of the mind, and understand that this is a spiritual experience. This is a spiritual healing journey to self-awareness, enlightenment, evolution. We're growing. We're growing up. All right, let's talk about duality again for Pisces. Keep getting black and white thinking. It's either this or that. There's no gradient, like, in your mind. Or this could be somebody else's opinion, because stand your ground came out. This, actually, I'm getting this duality is being reflected to you to show you that this is definitely something that you have participated in. And are you completing this cycle? Are you now going to understand, stand your ground, that even though maybe things were said or done that were very painful and hurtful, the ability for that to change and shift is definitely possible. Stand your ground. There's something that you've got to say or do, and you feel it. It's brewing. It's coming to the surface. Passion ignited. That's in reverse. Self-love. So practice that self-love. Really honor yourself. Trapped in fear and solitude. You're kind of feeling, I'm hearing lifeless, but not to that degree. Just like there's no fire lit right now. I think you're all in the mind. Even though you're a water sign, I see 1, 2 cards that have to do with emotion, and one is like, nope, I'm not feeling that. I don't want to feel that. And the other has to do with your soul tribe or family or friends, that maybe there's some internal conflict with. As far as the unlimited possibilities, again, they're just reiterating that you've got yourself boxed in and trapped in fear. I don't want to, it never works for me. This manifestation, like, get that out of your head too, because there's been so much woo-woo hoopla stuff out there as far as manifesting your desires and dreams. Yes, this is possible, but first we've got to strip away all the crap from our entire life that has us programmed, conditioned, very robotic, and very black and white thinking. That's got to go. Okay. So it requires some time to yourself. And I see retreat, And solitude, Pisces, very important, because when we're surrounded by others or we're still involved in some kind of drama, then we're not getting the guidance and the messages from our higher self, from our internal self, and you're not really picking up on the intuitive messages that you should be picking up on at this point in time. So with that said, let's get you some advice. We're going to read from Starseed Oracle to wrap this up. And Pisces, if you are liking this video, I would ask for a nice energetic exchange by clicking that like button. There's a thumbs up button below the video here. Truly does help with the algorithms here on YouTube, and feel free to comment. I love to listen to read all of your comments. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I appreciate all of you who take the time to do this. It really truly does help get the messages across to more and more people. It helps with the algorithms, and it helps with my channel, and I am grateful for all of you who participate. So let's get your advice, Pisces. Don't stay stuck in the mind. Cracked open. I saw that tower somewhere here. Okay. Rock bottom. Surrender to the alchemy of life. Okay. Don't let the weight and density of the world squash your tender spirit. Instead, let it call even more of it home, into your body, at the center front of your life. It's through the extreme pressure of life's trials that diamonds are cultivated. It's when things are at their darkest that we cultivate proper faith and our light is ignited. It's through the crumbling that we can allow our wounds to be alchemized. Let your pain, sorrow, and losses make you, not break you. Let life alchemize your tragedies into gold. Be open to being cracked open, wide open. It's the difficult times that help us grow in leaps and bounds and in ways we could only dream were possible. But first, they have to crack us wide open. Sometimes it hurts like hell. It's nature's way. Whether you let it happen or not, it's going to happen. So surrender to the process. It's how the light gets in. When your heart cracks open, a space is created for your soul to more fully enter. When your soul cracks open, a space is created for the grace of the Holy Spirit to enter. Let your trials, your sorrows, your pains, and your losses transform you into more and more of yourself. Stay open to the possibility that your tragedies, your losses, your sorrows, and your hurts happened for you, not to you. Bless the thing that broke you down and cracked you open, because the world needs you open. Surrender to the alchemy of life. And I just got the chills all over from this message. So Pisces, this is very confirming to me that this is something that you needed to hear. And I hope that this serves you and helps you on your journey, on this journey to self-love and self-awareness. And I'm sending you out so much love. Take care. Bye.